from Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome everyone to Welcome everyone. Our special
Welcome. Whoa.
Okay, so
Welcome back, everybody.
to the Life on Easy Mode podcast for the final time for a while. You read the title right. This is, for now,
I hope that's not the title.
going to be the last episode.
It's just
of
a
the
hiatus.
I mean, we got to get the clickbait in. I'm going to put the last
Okay.
episode and then,
and
then in parentheses.
Nikki died in this terrible
and then
car
in
crash.
parentheses
We have to live
for
on his
now.
legacy.
For now.
Exactly. So, that's right. You read it right. We are going to just be taking a indefinite hiatus from the podcast. And we're going to get into the reasons why we're doing this, but we're just going to come on here and just talk about why we're doing this. Because if you guys have been following the channel, we haven't uploaded anything in about a month. Our last episode, I think, was 73. And so we've been thinking about this for a while. Like the last couple months, it's been feeling kind of stale doing the episodes. And we initially wanted to get to episode 100 before we were going to take a break or end the podcast, because we thought it'd be cool to make it to triple digits. But we've been kind of going through the motions. If you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, I talked about this on my latest video, just talking about, like, you know, we don't want it to just be going through the motion. We want to actually like do stuff that we have our heart in, and not just doing it for the numbers. And like the last 2 months or so, I would say it's kind of just been, we're doing this just to get another episode out there. We're struggling as to what to talk about. We even struggled what to talk about today. We kind of just sat down like, oh, what are we talking about? So that's how it's been lately. You know, we haven't done a music bracket or
Movie bracket.
We had other ideas we wanted to do with the podcast, but those never really went through. We wanted to do them for the summer. Summer's practically over now because it's September. Well, maybe it's a good week and a half left of warmer weather. We're going to be taking an indefinite break, a hiatus, if you will, from the podcast. And so we're just going to go over about the reasons why we're doing it and what's next for the channel, because this channel isn't dying. We're not shutting down the channel.
Absolutely not.
It's just the podcast. Oh, I think that light is dying, so
Yeah, well,
we may have to turn that one up if anything, but so be it. So Gian can bounce off of this is what I'm about to say. So
It is true, he is dying. Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right.
At least I'm doing it in my nicest shirt.
Don't jinx my boy.
So
He's got 30 minutes left to live.
Alrighty.
can I at least have like my last supper, bro? We're going to the Abbeys after this, bro. Can I at least get that?
Hey, yo.
So, last couple weeks, me and Gian, I don't know, when he hangs out at my place, we've just been going on a binge of just watching our old skits. And for whatever reason, the longest time, we would always think these were cringe, like the No Nut November one, the Memefinity War. At least I did. I thought they were pretty cringe, and it was hard for me to watch them for the longest time. Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
But last couple of weeks, we've been watching them. I was watching these, and I, like, unironically was loving watching them, and it just really, really made both of us miss doing skits. And we were talking about it, and we have a group chat with the three of us, and we were saying, like, we really should get back into doing skits. But because the podcast is a weekly thing, I work full time, I have my own channel I run, we have other things that we like to do. It's been tough to do skits, but we really want to get back into it. So we eventually came to the agreement that we should just take a break from the podcast, at least for, I don't know how long. I'm thinking at least a few months, maybe a year. Who knows?
Whoa.
I don't want to put
It's indefinite. It's an indefinite break. We don't know the time. We don't know the time frame. It could be
2 days.
Whatever. It could be 2 days. It could be a week. It could be a month.
We could be back.
It could be 28 years right now on this day, September 5th in the year 2055.
Or we could just have our offspring, our breed, our children to just go ahead and continue the podcast. It'll be called Life on Medium Mode. So
Life on Medium.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where I stand. It's just a matter of, I want to get back to the skits, as well as I want to do more stuff on my channel. I've been very scarce with posting on my channel. Well, one, because I want to get a new computer, which I'm going to be getting very soon, as well as, you know, I just don't have the time because editing the podcast, working full time. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses. I shouldn't. At the end of the day, it's my channel. It's my responsibility. And I get that, but I just want to take time management into consideration. So I'm doing it for that reason as well. But at the end of the day, I do love doing this. I love just sitting down with the boys, just talking about whatever, being as dumb and stupid as we are. So I will miss this, but I want to hear from you boys. How do you feel about this? What are your
Thank
intakes?
Christ.
Right, bro. Thank
Oh,
God, bro.
Jesus
This
God.
fucking stupid thing,
My
dude.
God.
And to think that one of our fans,
Shout out
our
Jack.
friend Jack, wants to order one of these. I'll find out.
We'll give it to him for free.
We'll give it to you, bro. Or if I can't order another one, because I don't remember the password that we
My
use for the
God.
website, but thank God this shit's over, bro. Screw you and screw. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Jesus
I love you, boys.
Christ.
Shout out Jack though.
I've been having nightmares.
Shout out both of our Jacks.
Yeah, shout
The
out
Jack of all
Jack
trades,
Fitz
you know?
and Jack Van Wee.
Van Wee.
That's
Van
right.
Wee.
I'll be seeing you soon, Jack.
Miguel, how do you feel about this podcast ending?
I'm excited for a break. Only to get back into skits because we've been doing strictly the podcast for almost 2 years now.
Yep.
And I'm kind of excited to, put out some other like things out there instead of just like us talking because podcast isn't for everybody. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And we haven't had the same content that we had on our channel for like the past year and a half, 2 years. So I'm excited to get back in there, hopefully a reboot and have like an actual storyline.
No, I have an idea that I told Nikki that I can,
All
we
right.
can work
But
with.
we still technically rebooted the series, so
It was an attempted reboot. It was like the Amazing Spider-Man.
Just like the
All
one-shot
right.
Harry Styles music video that fell through. didn't it?
Astronaut 2.
Yeah, exactly. Bro.
Mad Era 2 is coming though.
No,
Don't
it's
worry.
not,
bro.
It's coming.
Yeah, bro.
burger review.
Yeah, when's that one?
That was
That's also an indefinite
At
hiatus.
least Haunted in the Hat.
indefinite hiatus. It never started.
I
Bro,
know
at least-
exactly.
You talk.
It started
we
in
made a
my
video
mind.
about that before we even thought about doing a podcast.
I think
know.
wasn't that the idea during Haunted or Not 2? Like, well,
Yeah.
we even made Haunted
Beginning
or
of
Not.
2020. I think that if we take a break from this, you can, if you want, get into those things. Burger review.
Mm-hmm.
You also wanted to do like camera review videos. I don't know if you still want to do that.
Not camera reviews. I
Oh,
don't
remember you had me help you shoot
that
a
was
video.
for my own channel. That wasn't for
No, but I'm saying like if you wanted to get into that, if you have stuff
Yeah.
you want to upload on your own channel,
the only reason I didn't get into it is because like I thought the quality was ass on my camera, and I want to get it like
that's fair.
like a GoPro or something,
Right.
something with like
So it's like we're closing this door. We're opening up another door of all
Mm-hmm.
opportunities. We can get back to doing stuff on the Mr. Broke channel as well as our own personal channels, although Gian doesn't really
Mm-hmm.
have a personal channel that he uploads on. But we can finally get back to those things, be more time. Because, again, a lot of it is just time management and, like, just where our heart is right now. I know you said the podcast isn't for everyone. I think it's for us. I think we do rock it when we know what we
When
want to
we're
talk
talking
about and
about
when
it,
we
yeah.
have, like, a vibe going. Because I'll be honest, bro, some episodes are amazing.
Oh god,
Like
funny.
we've had our
hilarious.
moments, bro.
But
We're gonna upload. I think we should a compilation of the best parts from this podcast.
Yes.
But at the same time, there were just some episodes where it was just tough to
yeah.
edit,
But
like, go through.
I was talking about like the viewers, because like my mom's like, why are they so long? My dad will watch them.
Well, that's a
But, like,
podcast. So podcast.
yeah.
review.
Well, but like for people like her, she's like, oh, I don't really want to watch like an hour long.
Yeah.
Thing. Like she does, but
or listen to it.
yeah. But it's just like for the people that do enjoy it, good. I'm glad you do, but
And
Good for you.
And I get that. Can I just respond to that?
Yeah, go for
Because
it.
I get where she's coming from, and I agree in a way, because I know there are some podcasts that are like 2.5 hours long, 3 hours
Joe
long.
Rogan's like 4.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's nuts. We would
Christ.
never do an episode that long
Mhm.
unless it was a live stream, maybe. But the way I always looked at this podcast, I wanted it to be a thing that people can just wind down to at the end of a long day at work. They don't want to like watch a series where they have to like be invested and like have to pay attention to everything. No, this podcast, at least for me, was just the sole purpose of it was just to have something as like an escape, just to have three guys talk. Maybe at the end of your shift, you hate your job or whatever.
I'm sorry.
I was in the middle of an important dialogue, bro.
That wasn't.
Were you on Apple Music watching
No,
us or up?
it was on Twitter. I was gonna pull up the podcast app and I accidentally.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
pressed- Oh, I'm not even talking to my mic.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But that's just how I always looked at the podcast. Just like something that like people can wind down to. It's something that was supposed to be too extravagant. That's why there's not crazy editing with this, like our other videos maybe have, or my personal YouTube videos. So, this was just something that we just wanted people to just wind down to and enjoy. That's how I always looked at it. So, and I get the whole some episodes are too long. I agree. I didn't feel like editing an hour and 20 minutes. I was like, I think 45 minutes, 50 minutes is ample time to get us all the things we want to talk about in like that period of time. And again, a lot of the older episodes were longer because we did brackets and whatnot. It's crazy to think that almost 2 years ago technically 2 years ago now, I remember late summer of 2020, we talked about this, and we were going to go through with it. We just had to set it up and everything.
Yep.
And then it was late October we started to upload. So
Yep,
almost
just before Halloween.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think 2021 was probably our most successful year because we uploaded like almost every week. 2021,
Yes.
and then 2022 kind of just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's lots going on in life this year. Some good, some bad. So that's why we've kind of been away for a while. But Gian, what about you? I know you're kind of the face of this channel. You're the one who started it initially. This was initially just your channel. We kind of hopped on. We've made stuff together.
You
So
guys hopped on my dick faster than
I mean, I
faster
remember.
than a wart, bro. So
faster than HIV. So basically, yes. I think when we were watching the skits, and I think we've done this a lot. We've done it like maybe a couple times a year where we actually watch a few of our videos. But I think it was the first time in a span of like a week or two where we rewatched most of the videos except for like the Meme Wars videos. We watched like Swag Daddies. I forgot that video actually existed, and when I tell you,
There's some hidden gems on our channel.
bro,
That is
that
one of
shit killed me.
bro, the Minecraft one.
All right, guys, Infinite Warfare Zombies. You ready?
What's going on, boys? Your boy Swag Daddy
425.
Some funny shit in there. But
Yeah, and we were just going through that, and I don't know, like, not only that, I miss like the universe we created. And I'm like, I want to get back to that, like having the characters, having an actual storyline.
And I have an idea for that. I will.
Do you want to announce on here or no? Keep it hush. What do you want to do?
Sure. I mean, I guess so. But before I do, so like basically like it's when we rewatched all the videos, obviously like that was the main focal point of the channel after like the Meme War stuff, and that's where we got most of our views, 100 views, 1,000 views. So that's where we kind of maintained our viewership. And then when we started, I can see the decline of where the viewership happened. It's definitely when we took that really long break after 2020 for skits, and we didn't upload, and then we obviously did the podcast, and then we did a couple skits, but they weren't as good because I believe that the idea that I have is that what made the videos so popular and so like viewable was they weren't scripted. And what I mean by scripted, I mean every time we do a video, even if it's a quick video, I kind of know what point A is going to be and what point C is going to be. Point B, which is in the middle, is basically what we can fill in most of the time. So that's
a lot of, okay, now what do we do for the scene? And we always figured it out.
yeah,
though.
so we always figured it out, and we always had brainstorm gems. Like I remember the one time we did the Cringe-based 3 where we decided to throw Miguel's body
Twice.
And that was it was the same clip twice, and it's we make it bad, but like not like
bad on purpose.
we make it bad on purpose where it's laughable.
But
where
we don't
it's-
take it seriously.
No, we don't take it seriously. Whereas, like, if we were to make it, like, I think the skits, that's what I was going to talk about. Like, the skits that we made afterwards, we kind of went into a serious route. And I think that was the mindset that we had, but it just didn't feel right. And it's sort of like when we make an idea, usually it's revolving around, like, someone famous or someone, like, something that's happened recently. But all the times, if it goes, like, if it's over in, like, a day or so, like, if it's a big, like, internet event or something like that, and we're making a video about it as it's happening, and it kind of boils down, like what's happening with, like, the Andrew Tate, that's kind of, like, fizzling out and stuff like that.
Little hint,
Spoiler
little Easter
alert.
egg.
So, I was actually thinking of doing something different for that video, only because it's kind of fizzling out, but it will be used still. But so it's basically that we definitely have to. I want to do it non-serious, stupid, but like it's the same technique. So basically what the story I have now is that if you don't know the storyline, then you're a fake fan. But basically, we thought of the multiverse of madness before Marvel did it. So
That's
fuck you.
entirely right, bro.
Yup.
Suck it, Rick
we
and Morty.
deserve royalty fees by the millions.
Suck it.
When did
Kevin
we start that?
Feige,
2017?
2017. Kevin
2018?
Feige, Rick and Morty, where's my paycheck?
Facts.
Anyways,
On God, bro.
so
On God.
basically,
And they stole some of my lines. Star Wars, like I
It may have been low budget, but we still did it.
We did it first, my guy,
I don't
right?
know. The CGI with She-Hulk, I don't know. Some of our CGI is better than that.
Bro, the one CGI scene from Love and Thunder, come on, we've had better fucking... The green screen part from the Memefinity verse video, I think that was better than whatever the hell the Love and Thunder thing was, but regardless.
We're not that far, but so it's basically, the story was that it's different universes, different multiverses, and basically there's these different entities, villains that are coming to kill the main characters, which is us. And they're trying to like kill them so that there's no more of them and that they can rule the memeverse. Basically, the memeverse. I like that. Thank you, Gian. I was congratulating myself on that.
All right.
Like, you know what's funny? I was like, memeverse. That's good. Thank you.
Gian's the kind of guy to pray to himself at night, bro. Like, holy shit.
No,
Man probably sneezes and then blesses himself.
I do.
Oh my god.
I turn to you guys. I go, good idea, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe that idea.
All right.
Anyways. Basically the memeverse, and that the characters that we created ourselves, some of them are based off of like internet, like kind of like, I guess.
Yeah, Nikki's like 3 of the villains at once.
Yeah.
I play the villain part so many times,
and but it works so I think it's because you're the tallest, and like villains need to be tall.
He's like,
I'm the most intimidating looking.
Yeah.
He's Thanos.
Oh, he's Thanos. So, anyways, all these videos stemmed back actually since 2016, technically the meme horse, but
Technically, yes.
But so anyways, all these different verses, all these universes, they have to fight off these villains. And at one point, I think it came into like 2018, late 2018, 2019, where universes started to collide and stuff like that. And then it ended with a kind of an Infinity War, basically really bad, low budget.
Super low
budget, where they have to find all these basically the Infinity Stones, which is basically meme elements or like internet elements.
I'm having a hard time finding out what the budget was. Did we just use props that we had lying around our rooms?
That was it.
Yeah, like,
whatever Miguel's mortage was.
Whatever we can scavenge from like Miguel's
whatever his
basement.
home mortgage is.
Literally, a prop is a red spoon, bro. Like,
So anyways,
maybe the razor that Gian used to look. I shaved.
Oh yeah. We did that, and so we ended it with basically an Infinity War ending where like one of the villains, I didn't do anything, the villains kills off the main character successfully, and we were going to continue it with like an end game kind of thing where all the characters have met. They've already interacted with either bad CGI or really amazing camera work. And they've met, and we were going to do an endgame thing, and the endgame that I had envisioned of, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but like the endgame that I envisioned was, because Miguel was the last one, Miguel makes a phone call, and I think he phone calls the fucking universe police or something like that.
Yo, he's literally called me the universe Karen, bro.
Yo,
Bro.
no, and you get stuck with like a really like horrible customer service person, and it's like, and it's just Nikki. It just cuts back to like Nikki playing a customer service person, and with a headset. And then, anyways, they contact them. He gets the hookup with the other characters, and they find a way to bring back my character. And they fight off all. I envision it, Lincoln Chase Farms, like that nice hill. It's a field where there's like lots of hills, plain grass fields, and I envisioned it like all the villains lined up against all of us lined up, and then it basically just really bad like fighting.
We're gonna have to Photoshop Nikki 3 times.
No, that's what I was gonna do. And then so that was the envision, and then we won, and then that would be the end of the memeverse. And then what we were gonna continue, and I think we talked about this, was like short films and like serious short films. It was gonna be right after that, but I think like 2020 was just a really weird year for everyone, and so like we just didn't have the spark, didn't have like the creativeness as we once did.
The motivation.
And so, the motivation. We were working, most of us. I'm kidding. So
2/3 of us.
2/3 of us. But no, we were working, and so we had our personal lives. We had personal lives. We had our working lives. So it was very like all.
It's also kind of sad because I think 2020 was probably the peak time to get more content out there. I mean, granted, we did the podcast, we did Haunted House, so we did do stuff.
Everyone was staying home.
Because everyone was staying home. People were just watching YouTube, Twitch.
We did stream Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft was really good.
Actually, no. Looking back, no, I take that back. We did do a lot. We streamed Minecraft. We made Haunted House. We did the podcast. No, I take that back.
Yeah.
We did do a lot.
I think and also we were still doing Haunted or Not, and that was our main focus too. I still want to do Haunted or Not. It's just very difficult to find places to travel.
We filmed an episode like almost a year ago. We just never
and then like
it.
I was editing, I'm like, there's nothing here. So
yeah.
So but like Haunted or Not, I definitely still want to do. It's just very difficult. Like if we have to do it, what I'm thinking is that we might just have to buckle in, save a little bit of more money, and do a road trip thing, and maybe get like either if we stay at the place or we do a cheap motel or something like that, and we investigate and only spend a few $100s for a location. But like for that, I think would be a lot better because there's not a lot of places in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island that we haven't already done.
Right,
So, but
yeah.
anyways, I was off topic. So basically, and we did a reboot. We tried to make it serious, but
Yeah,
it didn't work out.
I was gonna touch upon that because you mentioned that about like 10 minutes ago. When I've always looked at the skits and whatnot as like things we just did for fun. What do you mean by serious? I don't think there was a skit that was serious.
It was the Black Friday video. Do you remember? Like the Black Friday video, the vaccine video was kind of.
That was
like we actually rewatched
The
it.
Black Friday video.
Yeah, me and Nikki knew that. We had Devin Suheila's help or Devin's help. We filmed it here.
Oh,
yes,
I forgot all about that
yeah,
video.
I know. I
I forget
forgot.
which
That's
one
when
it
we took
is.
a really serious. Like that was a serious video.
That's
and then
right.
like,
oh my god, I forgot about that.
I actually really liked the way that
I
video
don't
was
remember
shot at
which
the
one it
beginning of
is.
it.
It's the one at the end where like it like starts zooming out of the stairs and you hear Gian saying, "Please, no, I didn't do it."
Backwards.
Oh, that's right,
First, and then at
backwards.
the end it's played backwards. But so I really
But that
like
was like
that
the
video.
only video though. Did we do any other
No,
serious
so
videos?
we did the vaccine video. And then I did a Bernie video because Bernie Sanders meme was coming out, and I basically did that as like the meme
Bernie
hot.
the movie.
That was like the equivalent of like the Attack of the Hot Dog like trailer.
That was
kind of thing.
basically that,
The
which didn't do
vaccine.
as well. And then that's really where the skits kind of ended there because it was very hard for everyone scheduling. We couldn't create like, I don't know, like I guess that creative atmosphere. But so basically, what I have the idea now, I don't know if it's a spoiler, and no, it's not really a spoiler. But basically, what happens is all of us, it's gonna be very meta, very fourth wall breaking. So we are done. We're talking about this. We don't want to do videos anymore. Our characters. We decided not to do the universe anymore because we couldn't do it anymore. And then the way I want it, it's either something happens, we find something happens, or with technology, something's invented, but basically, the characters and even other characters that haven't been explored yet that are on someone's computer. So basically, from someone's computers for someone's files, they basically come to life. It's basically like Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed 2, where instead of the main characters chasing us, we have to chase them and hunt them down because they're
gonna do
set loose.
We're gonna do like the hallway scene where everyone's running through different doors and whatnot, right? We're gonna do something like that.
Head ass. But so that's the kind of idea that I want, where like it's kind of like an adventure, where like it's not serious. Things will still be happening. We don't have to keep updated. But we will update with like current like Twitter things happening or the internet things. We'll keep up to date with that and put them in the videos, but we won't solely make them on that. What we're going to do is we're just going to go with the flow, with the basic storyline, and this will happen throughout sets of videos, is that whoever's computers, all the videos that are made in the videos that we never uploaded, which is why there's going to be extra characters. Something happens. I think like I'm thinking maybe like something in the atmosphere. I don't know, a ghost. The characters come to life and they are out of the computer, but instead of the main characters killing us, they are set loose and we have to chase them and hunt them down. So that's kind of the idea that I kind
So
of
it's like a No Way Home kind of thing.
kind of
gonna say
a
that.
No Way Home kind of thing. So it's basically like that. I don't know how it's going
Our
to
turn
end.
to steal from Marvel.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right.
fine. I'll do it myself.
Literally,
So
bro.
basically, that's the kind of video that I would have. We haven't really set in stone anything yet for that, but that is kind of the idea for non-serious skits.
But
that I
like
do.
most things we do, we're gonna go about it with the wind. We're gonna be like, all right, what do we do now? We're gonna
Yes.
like figure out the day of recording how the video is gonna lay out, and then we're just gonna
Like I know
And
the one video,
just throw off from there.
the one video we did with the little baby. Remember the detective video? The little baby.
Oh
that
yeah, we never
the
uploaded that.
baby video that we
I-
never released.
I was proud of my detective.
Bro, you were very good with your detective skills.
I was a good detective. He told me the line to say. I said, all right, let me do it, and we did great. And Gino was like, yeah, it's kind of died out now. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, it was the baby video we did.
Yeah.
It was just me and him.
Yeah, so and
filmed
then
right in that room.
I definitely want your detective character to come out and help out with them.
Go.
So, but basically that's the idea for the video. So I don't know if you guys, I know I heard a little bit of feedback from you when I texted you that, but Miguel, what about you? What do you like that idea?
I still would prefer to do the reboot. I would
Reboot as in like what?
like a
just-
fresh start, same characters, but like a set storyline. It could still be bad,
Yeah.
and funny, but like I feel like the way we're going now is like, well, before is we just combined it like messy,
Yeah.
but with a fresh start, we could like
We're gonna
have
combine it like Ronaldo.
What?
whatever he said.
Yeah, what? Okay.
But I'm open to doing anything. I was hoping to do the short films, but that fell through for
we were
reasons.
originally we had a whole plan.
it-
I still want to do
It didn't
that.
fall through yet. It's
Right.
just like we didn't get the start we wanted.
Yeah.
What we can go a little bit into it. I'll let you finish in a second. I was just like, we had like an idea of like we were gonna do like a trilogy. Each person was in charge of one set of films, and they were gonna go in like an order, like a trilogy. So we can still do that. I want to do that.
I still want to do it, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can do it during the fall instead of the
Yes.
summer.
because that's
but-
what we were originally gonna do in the summer, right?
Yeah, we were gonna do it in the summer, but
Yeah, anyways.
I still haven't given up hope, but you know, we'll see. But I still really want to do that.
So you think you want to do more of like a reboot for the series
Yeah,
instead of like what he was kind of talking about?
I mean, I'm open to do both.
Yeah, I mean-
Realistically, so
Yeah, me too. I just that was the idea that kind of came flowing through because I did like the characters. I did like, you know, the way that we were going about it, and like it's kind of like a reboot in a sense that it's not following that storyline, but basically, if you wanted to keep the same characters and stuff like that, that'd just be an easier way to keep them where they would just it's kind of like the idea that I said. So
Yeah.
that's basically that.
I agree. And now talking about all this, we have like an idea of what we want to do,
Yes.
kind of how we want the channel to go. Here's now my question. Maybe this something the audience is probably wondering by now too.
Oh yes, I'm sure. It's
When then
burning in their
Are we going to return to the podcast? Is it going to be after we've completed
I
the
think
universe?
we'll know it when it's time. We'll know it when it's.
But
We'll know.
I'm
We'll
not-
know.
I'm not trying to rush things, but do you think that time when we'll know to be when the universe is done, we've completed the universe, or we've completed our short films, and we think is it time to wrap it all together?
I
We'll know
think
when
it'll
it's
be
ready.
once we finish all the projects that we want to do.
Yes.
We'll be like, listen, this is what we've done.
And by that time, we'll be 40.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a while, then, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with taking a break that's longer than a year or whatnot just from this. I'm fine if we can
Yeah.
get all that pumped out, or not pumped out, but completed.
Because
I'm fine with that.
everything, the podcast we can do. So I don't want to make anyone cry, but like one day we're all not going to be together here. We're going to be living separate lives. We're going to be. It's going to be it could be in a few years from now if you really want to think about that. We
That
are
is very
22, so it can happen soon, but either we find our passions, our love, or like we will go our separate ways. But with the podcast, we can do that obviously. Anywhere in the world together, we can do that through online, so that we don't have to be sitting here together with projects like
Yeah.
Hunter and Not Burger Review. The
We'd have to be
skits, we
together.
kind of have to be
Yeah.
touching dicks.
And that's
so.
actually a really good point you bring up, because I don't want to stay in Rhode Island forever. I'm planning to move hopefully within soon, not like this year, but maybe
if
the end of next
25
year,
I'm
something.
still here. There's a problem. That's
Right,
just-
exactly. Like I got to see this
by
world.
25,
This world's got to see
by
me.
25,
So
by 25.
unless we somehow move in together, we move out of state together somewhere. I think I just want to get out of New England.
Yeah, New England, yeah,
That's fair,
like
too.
something in the middle, like West Coast, not California,
No.
Arizona would be
but West
beautiful.
New Mexico, West Coast, like
Why-
Colorado.
I agree with California. Oh, what about Seattle? Seattle would be really nice. It from what I heard, it rains a lot there, but it's very nice. Like there's a lot of outdoors
I
activities.
feel like
still.
I'd have to visit it before I
True.
decide.
No,
where
that-
I want.
And even
Obviously,
like if not like California, I'm not talking about LA. I'm talking about like maybe like
I would not live
Northern
in
California, where
I
like
would still not
no?
live in
It's just too
California.
taxed. It's just too expensive.
All right.
Even outside of LA, Sacramento, San
Yeah.
Bernardino, whatever. Like it's
Because I
still
do not
really
want to move to
expensive.
LA. God no, I would be broke by the time I
Hell
fucking
no,
step
bro.
foot there.
But
But
it's still like
actually,
$6 a gallon for gas
well,
over there.
I don't know, but actually New York is worse because it's like $5,000 for an apartment now. So,
Upstate New York.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's
I wouldn't want to live in
that's
New York either.
people, in the middle, somewhere like in like West
Pennsylvania.
Coast, West Coast.
Tennessee.
No.
No.
Tennessee would be nice.
I wouldn't mind North Carolina
North Carolina would be nice.
or Virginia.
Actually,
Somewhere in Virginia.
Country girls.
North-
Maybe Tennessee is not that bad.
Tennessee would be. I think would be cool. There's a lot of musical history back there. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying. Like
right.
Seattle too. I would
Nashville,
love to see like the grunge
Nashville.
scene.
My goodness.
Like Nirvana, like
Portland.
Oregon.
Yep.
I think it was say Maine.
No, we've been there.
It sucks.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did.
That wasn't that bad.
It's boring. Yeah.
There's another reason why you didn't like Maine, but we won't get into that. Wherever we move, if we like stay together, if we go our separate ways, we can, like Gian said, we can do the podcast virtually. It's just by then, I'm hoping we got all our projects out of the way. Or, I know this is, an unrealistic scenario, but I think it's entirely possible. Let's say these skits, these short films we do, they go somewhere, they do good. Then I think like then if we're starting to see success with them, we should stay together. Either we move in together, we stay here, whatever. If we're doing successful things, then maybe we could travel to other places and do stuff.
As Charles Xavier says, the future is never really set, so we can't plan out the future as much as we wanted to, because planning never works out for anyone. Well, I mean, planning maybe
But we can
sometimes
theorize where it
But
could
we can
go.
theorize. We can, like,
if
butterfly effect. Well, what happens with this happens?
Exactly. So I'm just trying to think ahead, but like,
We're a butterfly effect video game.
I think just depending on what we want to do with the channel, our channels and whatnot, because I have, alongside this, I have stuff that I want to do on my channel, and the step to doing that is I got to get a new computer, which I'm going to be getting very soon. That's better editing. As much as I love this laptop, I'm going to keep it. This thing gives me problem after problem. You guys seen it.
That
For
thing
whatever
runs
reason,
worse
sometimes
than a Malaysian airline.
We'll plug the freaking microphone thing in, it just won't show up on OBS. And then
It's
for
been
whatever
doing good
reason,
so far, though.
it's been doing great today. Knock on
Did we see
fake
the
wood.
test footage if the test works?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to.
checked
I
everything
kind of
fine,
blanked
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, so
But so,
at the end of the day, it just matters where our life goes,
yes.
when it will come, because eventually we will get back to the Life on Easy Mode podcast. Just for now, it is going to be ending. I don't like to say that.
Indefinite. The
It's
Indefinite.
a hiatus. It's a
very
hiatus.
long break.
Exactly. So,
Long break.
what would you say your favorite part of the podcast was, you guys?
For me, it would be the music bracket.
Probably same.
I like the music bracket. I did love the movie bracket. The music bracket I did like too. I like the brackets. I think just sitting down and talking. I like that. Because we usually like. I mean, we do have conversations like these and probably even more off the podcast. But at least like this is another point in time where we know we're going to be talking about stuff, and you know we'll hear each other's feedback and stuff like that. Whereas we're out in the open or a public or someone's house, we'll still talk about things that happen in life. We'll give our opinions, but like it's not like as sophisticated as what we're doing now. I try to use a big word. So that's what I kind of like, just sitting down talking, just forgetting about,
I mean, at the end of the day, these aren't personas. This is how we actually are and how we actually talk to each other for the most part. But we try to keep it a little more professional.
Actually, no, we're assholes off screen.
Yeah, bro. Especially this one,
Definitely.
bro. He
Yup.
beats the shit out of both of them.
Bro,
Yeah,
oh my god,
box.
have you oh my goodness.
Man fought Andrew Tate and won.
Oh.
Facts.
That's why Andrew Tate's so messed up now. 'Cause
Yep.
look what you've done.
He's actually 6 foot in real life.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Shit, I still beat him up.
Yeah, I would honestly. I know we didn't do it much, but I really liked interviewing people.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the
That's-
3 people who we interviewed: Kunle,
Kunle,
DJ Alex Brown, and Jumani. Like,
Yes.
shout out to all 3 of them that we interviewed.
Yes.
Because, like, I feel like.
Oh, and that dude too, from California, that never.
My boy Doxson.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never uploaded it, but we interviewed him. Shout out to him as well. I just feel like when we interviewed people, we like set the bar up higher for the episode. We like made sure we had everything like
Set up.
technology wise set up, working great. We had the questions set up. We spoke way more professionally. We spoke better than we normally do. So there was like a higher bar to meet when we interviewed people, and like. And it was just also fun just reaching out to people, even if they didn't get back or said no, just reaching out to people, seeing if they wanted to interview, and that kind of got the word out there about the podcast. So again, we didn't do that often, but I really liked that. And of course, I love the music bracket because kind of opened up my taste a little more.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Which that won the bracket, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was really happy
Because
about
the
that.
internet.
Exactly. And now I've been listening to like Curry. So
Yep.
if we ever do it again, we're putting Denzel Curry on there.
Oh, 100%.
And if we ever do a music bracket again, I have multiple obscure albums that no one would expect to be put on a bracket that I think would be great choices. So that's something way long in the future, though. I'm sorry, Gian. Maybe I'm drawing a blank. Did you say your favorite part of the podcast was it just the brackets?
The brackets and like sitting down and talking. That's
Okay, yeah.
Did you forget about that already?
Sorry, yeah. I was
Oh boy.
maybe I don't know.
I'm starting to get hungry. So
I'm
that's,
hangry. Yeah.
Oh my
Not even hangry. I'm just hungry.
No, I'm hang stupid.
Hangover.
Well, that's. I haven't had one of those in a little bit, so.
Yeah, I think the last time one of us got hungover was me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to think
No,
about.
him.
No.
But we weren't with him.
You didn't get hungover, right?
Oh, I wasn't with you guys, though.
Yeah,
You
that's
were
what I'm
hungover?
saying. But you were the last person sitting here that got hungover. It was both of yours first guys is hungover technically this year. Wow.
Yeah, and hopefully
Wow.
the last
When-
because that shit sucked.
I don't remember
Wow,
what
the
it
first
was.
time.
Probably asking this for the last time for a while, but is there anything else we want to talk about?
Mogul.
I'm okay.
You're okay.
I think you're gonna say I'm streaming.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah, I'm streaming tonight.
Whoa, Siege. We're gonna
I mean,
play Siege.
this will be 2 days after
Yep.
probably.
Oh yeah. We'll be streaming.
Unless
maybe.
you stream every night now, 'cause, I mean, you got some time in your hands.
I
right?
got some time on my hands, maybe. If I have the motivation, I'll try to stream.
Okay. Fair
So, watch out for the streams. Watch out for Florence Pugh and Olivia Wilde. Watch out for I don't fucking know the next episode.
The rain, I guess. Apparently,
rain.
It's,
Watch
it's,
out for the
it's
skits
flooding.
are going to be coming out, and the reboot and the universe
Haunted or not,
colliding.
sometime soon.
and the short film, hopefully.
Short film.
in our interview
films.
with Olivia Wilde herself.
Exactly, bro. That I would happily. Okay, if for whatever reason this. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If this episode, for whatever reason, just blows up and everyone starts talking about the podcast again, and people want to be interviewed by us, we're starting this again. All right, I don't give a fuck about the skits, bro. I want attention because I'm an attention
Bro,
whore.
and like Olivia Wilde, I'll come on the interview. I'll interview and talk about Florence Pugh. I'll go, oh, you can.
Looks like the podcast is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 75.
I'll get you on an interview if I have a meeting with Harry Styles. That's about it.
Yeah, or at least a FaceTime call.
FaceTime call.
Honestly, yeah.
A text.
A text.
Settle for a text.
Bro, oh
Good
my
morning.
God. A voice message. Good morning, darling.
Good morning, darling.
He's like, can I record that?
Can I record that?
Gian shook Harry's hand. You would never wash it. Take a
Facts.
shower
He'd
again,
put it
bro.
in a Ziploc bag.
I don't even know what I would do if I met Harry. I'd be like, oh.
First of all, you'd pass out.
Probably.
Facts.
Yeah.
Nikki would have to revive me.
I would just.
But then you would let me fall
No,
to the ground, and then shake Harry's hand.
I'd have a full-on conversation with
I'd
Harry
t-
before I'd
While
walk
I'm
you
on
back
the
up, and
ground.
while you're on the ground, then I'd get you back.
And they're
up.
like, Jan, you missed it. I had a great conversation with Harry. How long was this? Oh, 4 hours.
Me and
You've
Nikki
been knocked out.
just made an amazing executive deal. It's gonna be my next movie. Don't worry, darling. 2.
Don't worry.
The Return of Wild.
Harry's apartment next.
Well, Miguel, this is gonna be the last time we'll ever. Oh, actually, well, before we do that,
Yeah.
we're on everything. We're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, Pandora's Box. We're on Warner Bros.'s lot of
More of
movies
the
that are
DC
shelved.
movies.
And we will
Um,
continue to be in the Flash movie and the Apple podcast and Spotify.
Yep.
And
And everything.
And what was the name of the movie? Darling something.
Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling. And the other one, what was it? The other Warner Bros. Movie.
Oh, Black Adam.
Yeah, we're all on those.
Yep.
We're
We're in
making-
the movie.
We make
We're in
special
the movie.
cameos.
Yep.
All right,
Miguel.
I'm saying this for the last time.
For now.
For now, I want to ask you a very important question. What, not just for this episode, but for the time being in the podcast, are your final words to the people watching and listening?
I'm ready to devour a Hot Pocket.
Me too.
That's how we end the podcast, huh?
I'm hungry.
Yep.